if the study is successful in the castration sensitive, that could be another very significant opportunity. I think two of the earlier things we've seen today that I hope stimulated interest is around sigvotatug, vedotin, the integrin beta-6, as well as, I think it was a surprise for many, the PD-L1 ADC, that really looks like something that could be developed beyond just head and neck cancers. Are there others you would like to point?
It's a good list.
I listed actually 10 for you, but
I said 2 or 3, but it's all good. Thanks, Chris.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So thank you very much. Thanks for the panel. We're going to complete now. Thanks for all the questions. We hope we've given you a clearer picture of our strategy and our science and opportunity for the future. We have many potential significant catalysts, as we just discussed, anticipated through the first half of 2025, spanning our entire portfolio. First is a continued focus on our priority indication launches this year for Padcev, Xtandi from the EMBARK study, Talzenna and Xtandi, and Elrexfio. We also anticipate 7 major phase 3 readouts and several study starts across all of our main tumor types. And as you can see here, 3 of these phase 3 programs that just started already enrolling. 2, it's not listed here, is also enrolling disitamab, the 2 disitamab studies. 1 second line, potentially registrational, and disitamab plus pembrolizumab in first line. In fact, we have recently initiated these 3 studies. Just to list them again, atirmociclib in metastatic breast cancer, sigvotatug, vedotin in non-small cell lung cancer, and the additional trial for Elrexfio in the post-CD38 multiple myeloma setting. Lastly, we have very productive early pipeline with 8 or more new molecular entities with first inpatient study starts anticipated. We also have key data readouts, as I've just mentioned, which will be PD-L1 ADC and the B7H4 ADC. And as you've heard earlier today, we expect to make decisions on whether to accelerate these 2 programs into registration strategies will be done in the next 6 to 12 months. Looking further out, we have a broad clinical development pipeline that we believe has the potential to drive long-term sustainable growth through 2030. Starting in the second half of 2025, looking at the currently ongoing or planned phase 3 programs. These are not new programs. These are currently programs already being planned or being recruited. We have a continuous stream of opportunities, including 17 potential readouts. To summarize, the power of our combined expertise, broad portfolio, and global scale will allow us to strengthen our core business, drive long-term sustainable growth, and propel the next wave of oncology innovation. Pfizer Oncology is up and running, and we are accelerating breakthroughs that will change patients' lives. Thank you very much. I'm now going to ask Albert to come up for a few additional comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. And I was about to say, please, let's give a round of applause for a team that I feel very proud of. So let's do it. So it has been a very special afternoon for all of us, I hope, and for me, of course. And we could not have made it happen without all of you joining us here today and online. I was getting constantly the number of people that were online and was growing to numbers that I have never seen before. So apparently, oncology attracts a lot of attention, and Pfizer attracts a lot of attention at the beginning of this year. We have been a tremendous audience. You have been a tremendous audience to sit for us for 4 hours, and I hope you agree that it was worth it. When we first announced the proposed acquisition of Seagen, it was nearly a year ago. I talked about Seagen's ADC platform and how important I felt it is, and about its growing inline medicines and novel pipeline and how we count it on this, and about its greatest assets, which are the people of Seagen. Now I have the privilege this afternoon of hearing about me together with you. I purposely didn't see a rehearsal of the whole thing because I wanted to have the same experience like the audience on that, and of course because I trust this team more than anything else. So together with you, I had the privilege to hear about Pfizer's ADC platform and Pfizer's potential for growth and innovation for this pipeline, and of course Pfizer's people. And however, Pfizer Oncology is not just a collection of strengths from Pfizer and Seagen. As I hope you have seen, the new Pfizer Oncology is a true end-to-end organization, unites the best from Pfizer and Seagen to become something greater than what the 2 companies were before. With our combined expertise, broad portfolio, and global scale, we believe we can do something truly special, accelerate breakthroughs to have people with cancer live better and longer lives. So this is why when you heard me share Pfizer's 5 strategic priorities when you interviewed me in JP Morgan, the first one that we started was achieve world-class oncology leadership, and that's what we are working tirelessly to execute right now. And I think you have seen today that we are on a good path towards achieving something like that. We have an impactful strategy, which is grounded in key focus areas, and we believe we can make a true difference. We have a deep and diverse portfolio, as you could see, assets with blockbuster potential and multiple near and mid-term catalysts to drive innovation and longer-term sustainable growth. Our goal, as you heard, is to double the number of patients treated with our cancer medicines by year 2030, and we are operating from a position of strength to make this happen. Of course, I want to remind everyone that Pfizer is not only oncology, and that we have other 4 priorities that I have spoken about them in the beginning of the year, which are just as important for Pfizer, and I want to take a moment to remind all of it. First, it is to maximize the performance of our new products, both newly launched and acquired, with a relentless focus on execution, driven by our commercial leaders in the US, international, and of course oncology. You have seen soon. Very important. You never have a second chance to make the first impression. We launch this product. I think we have now provided some fixes in our commercial machine, and we hope that this will deliver results that we all expect. Second priority, delivering the next wave of pipeline innovation outside of oncology, what you have seen, with focus on vaccines, anti-infectives, metabolic diseases, and inflammatory diseases. Third, expand our margins. And we start with realigning our cost base, driven by our goal to achieve 4 billion in annual net cost savings by the end of this year. We feel very confident that we will do that. And of course, fourth, use the capital in a way that will enhance shareholder value, including our commitment to a growing dividend, but it is a fundamental part of our investment thesis right now. As I mentioned in January, we plan to provide updates throughout the year on how we are advancing those strategic priorities. And of course, we will see the results of the first quarter in, I guess, in April. You can consider today as an update on priority number 1, how we plan to achieve leadership in oncology. Thank you again. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, your team. Thank you, Dr. Tom Powles. Thank you very much for coming here. Francesca and the IR team. And thank you all very much for spending your afternoon with us. Now, for those that you are here, we have an incentive with some wine and hors d'oeuvres. And please join us in the reception that follows. Thank you very much, everyone.